Right, so I'm going to bite with this very quick video. Look, F1 is not in a crisis point. Lots of people are saying that, oh, there are so many issues here or there or everywhere when it comes to the regen, when it comes to the things to do with the batteries, when it comes to reliability. But we have been here before. We have been here before and we will be here again. Most rule changes, you see something like this happening, especially when you end up with something like the engine formula also changing. Bear in mind, this is the greatest F1 rules change since 2014. 2014, they were like, oh, I don't know if we're going to have enough finishers to fill out the top 10 in points. And, well, we did. Even when it comes to newer regs of cars, 17, 22, everything ended up fine. 09, yeah, there was a chaotic start to 09, but that chaos was not necessarily down to reliability. 06, when they got rid of the V10s, when they went to the V8s, apart from the Toro Rosso, because Minardi and politicking and all of that kind of stuff. There are going to be hiccups along the way. There always are when you end up with a new rule set, and especially when you end up pairing the aerodynamic stuff with things to do with the engines. The engines rule set is probably key to a lot of this, especially because you're doing so many changes so quick. And yeah, there may be points where teams struggle, but look at that for the challenge that it is. I'm not paid by Liberty Media, I'm not a spin doctor for F1, and by the looks of things, if you look at the president of the FIA don't want to spin the situation. Mohammed bin Sulayem is openly critical of the rule set. He's like, oh, look, I could even give you V10s if I so wish. Whether or not that was part of an election bid, or whether that's he's become a mad mix of Bernie and Max, I don't really know. But I would say, look at this, the opportunity that it is. Yeah, we could end up with a real jumbled up order. Yeah, we could end up with something wild happening with the power units midway through the season. Is that not exciting? We could have so many changes in this sport. We could have so many opportunities for so many different storylines. If we end up with unreliability and chaos, isn't that what people wanted when we look back towards the 90s? When you look back towards the V10 era, or the V12s, or when you had the V8s, V10s, and V12s on the grid together? Think about the turbo era, or go even further back, the mad experimentation times of the 70s, the 60s. This is in F1's DNA. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to turn out, and I hope that you are as well. But I just wanted to get that one off my chest, because it's part of a wider thing that I want to talk about, and I'll probably talk about it in the coming couple of weeks whilst we're still in off-seasons for a lot of motorsports, where I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in terms of, the state of motorsport, and in particular Liberty Media's involvement, because what with Formula 1, Formula E and MotoGP, there are so many different headlines that are coming out all at the same time. But let me know your thoughts on that take of mine. Thanks so much for watching, thanks so much for joining, and till next time, bye for now.